What's up, Murder Man? It's Spike here. I know you've commented on a lot of my videos, so I know you know that I'm an atheist, and I know you know that I don't believe in God. And I know you know that I like to talk about that. So I feel like I should make a response to this. People hating on religion, and you're saying all this stuff about how bad it is that people would think that you're stupid for the simple fact that you believe in a higher power. Well, I don't think that someone's stupid for that simple fact. I mean, a lot of people believe in a higher power, and it doesn't make somebody stupid just to hold such a belief. But I do believe that the belief itself, faith itself, is erroneous. And you're trying to point out science, okay, and how it's had flaws, but the difference is science corrects those flaws. And let me explain something to you, okay? In science, when someone's wrong and a scientist proves them wrong, they are, held in high esteem. When a scientist finds out that something is wrong with a theory, for example, the Earth being flat, when a scientist finds out that that's wrong, in the scientific community, they are praised. They're praised for finding out this new discovery. The difference is in religion, and you could see this when the person discovered that the earth was not flat. Or was that another case? I'm not exactly sure. But in religion, when someone discovers within themselves or discovers something in the religion is wrong, they're usually cast aside, laughed at, excommunicated, killed, whatever. That's all stuff that the problem with religion is it lacks progress. Science progresses and new things are discovered. The thing about religion is it's the sort of thing that stays the same throughout. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, religion doesn't really progress. Religion doesn't have new ideas presented. And some would argue otherwise with the Catholic Church and whatever, but religion really doesn't have new ideas being presented. And let me just say one other thing about religion and how people would hate on someone for the simple fact that they're religious. I think that's stupid. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't hate on someone for the simple fact that they're an atheist. I've had multiple people who would say, "Oh, you're an atheist? That's bad," or something, as if something's wrong with me because I don't believe in a higher power. That's messed up. That's just as messed up as somebody saying something, hating you for the simple fact that you believe in a God. Do I think you're wrong about God? Yes, I do think you're wrong about God. And, if you want to have a discussion with me, we can have a discussion. But I still respect you as a person. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I still would respect you even though you believe in a God. And I still can respect somebody who believes in a God. And I think the difference is there are people out there who are just hateful. You know what I'm saying? Like, atheists who ridicule Christians, I don't actually agree with them. I think that people should be educating other people with facts and trying to explain it. Now, if you don't want me to say nothing to you, then don't watch my videos or whatever if you don't want to hear it. But I can respect that too. But I think people should, if someone's trying to convert an atheist and an atheist tries to say something to them about truth and the facts and whatever, I don't see anything wrong with that. um Okay, so now let me get into when I think religion would be left alone, and because I'm not going to leave religion alone. I like the discussion of it, and maybe for that reason, it doesn't matter what religion does. I'm going to be interested in discussing it. But when atheists might just say, okay, you can believe what you want, and it's erroneous, but if that's what you hold, that's cool. There are some atheists who would never do that. But personally, I can tell you right now when I think the majority of people would stop having such a problem with religion. One, take away political power. Religion needs to stop having political power and stop getting into our law books. Proposition 8, that's all religion right there. And I could talk about how freedom of religion also means if a church feels that it's right to marry two men, if it's within that church's beliefs that it's okay to marry two men, they should be allowed to do it. That's religious freedom at its fullest. But just because someone doesn't believe that marriage can be between a man and a man doesn't, or a woman and a woman, doesn't mean that that belongs in our law books for the simple fact that someone believes that. That just means that that church that believes that person that believes that, shouldn't have to marry a man and a man or a woman and a woman. I mean, come on, it's simple. Um, and so that's really something of political issue. Also, when it comes to the issue of abortion, I mean, there's so much more to it, but there's so much religious influence in that. And I could go into other laws that have it. I don't really have many on my mind at the time of religious influence, but there really is a lot of religious influence in the government. And to be honest, that's a problem. Religion needs to step back and know its spot. Religion should be a personal matter and matter of personal belief or faith. It shouldn't be pushed on others in, in the law books. My second problem is childhood indoctrination, when beliefs are being displayed as facts to kids, telling kids that they're going to go to hell if they don't believe in this. That's damaging. Personally, I can, and you can call me a jerk for this, but I can scoff at the idea of hell, because I know that if there was a God, and I don't believe there is, but if there was a God, that he would want us to be good people rather than just to believe in him, and that he would love us enough not to eternally damn us. So even from a theistic perspective, I laugh at the idea of hell. I'm sorry, but I do. Maybe a temporary hell, maybe some sort of divine justice if you are a terrible person. But I laugh at the idea of eternal hell. But kids grow up believing this. I think kids shouldn't be raised in any specific religion. Kids should be able to search and discover their own spirituality. I think kids can be raised with morality without religion. That's why personally, I'm interested in the Unitarian Universalist Church or whatever, because that allows freedom for people to think for themselves and discover things for themselves. Do you understand? Like, I guess you could call it raising the kids Unitarian, which basically means, like when I have kids, I don't want to press my atheism on them, and I wouldn't want, say, if I married a religious person or someone who believes in God, for them to push that on the kids. I want my kids to grow up being able to look at the different perspectives and make their own choice about what's right. And I really think that's what it should be. But I really have a problem with these religions preaching things to the kids and teaching them things that are really they're not facts, but presenting them to the kids as if they are, and these kids believe them. It's one thing to say, and when a kid asks their parents, "What do we believe?" the parents will say, "Oh, well, we believe in God," whatever. What the parents should really be saying is, "I believe in God. You can make your own decision." So I have a real problem with what that, how that affects the kids being taught things as if they're facts that are really just a matter of belief. So yeah, if it didn't have that effect of political influence, and if it didn't stop science, if they did, and that's also political influence, but if it didn't try to say that, like, we shouldn't discover this because of religious opinion on it, and yeah, if it would stay out of the government and not indoctrinate children, if children weren't being indoctrinated, and if it would stay to itself and follow its beliefs, and then I wouldn't have so much of a problem with it. I would still find it an interesting topic, but I wouldn't hate on it. But even still, let me say something. Atheists out there, I don't think that you should discriminate against someone just because they do hold beliefs in a higher power or whatever. But I honestly like talking about it, but I won't attack someone's beliefs unless they try to attack my lack thereof. So, much clown love, man, and peace out.